Hey brothers, we really have a deep issue as men. You know, our testosterone is declining and at a pretty damn rapid rate. Just in the last 50 years, our testosterone has declined by 50%, and it keeps declining 1% point each year. That's crazy. It's insane. So if you are a man and you don't have a testosterone boosting regimen, then you are really in trouble. But you have come to the right place, because I've put together for you a video with the most important things you can do to help your body naturally boost its own testosterone levels. You will leave this video with a great understanding of what testosterone is and why it's so critical to your masculine health. And then you will also learn what it is that is causing this huge decrease in our testosterone levels, and so how you can defy that and help your body naturally boost its testosterone levels. But before we go on this journey together, give me a like, hit subscribe so that you get notified when new awesome content comes out on how you can dominate your life and be the man that you wish to be. Alright, let's get to it. So first of all, testosterone is indisputably the most important hormone in men's physiology. Look, testosterone is what in utero separates the boys from the girls, right? Just at 7 weeks in utero, within the womb of the mother, the man develops testes and a penis. What makes that happen is testosterone. And from there, the important actions of testosterone in making you a man just increases and increases. Testosterone is what gives you body hair. It's what deepens your voice. It's what grows your penis. It's what grows your muscles. It's what makes you the man that you are. Also, bone density and of course also your sex drive is determined by testosterone. And now, maybe most importantly of all, your sperm count and your spermatogenesis, right? The physiologic process of creating sperm within your body and within your testes. So low testosterone rapidly increases your risk of infertility. And guys, it's a big problem today, the problem of infertility. So you see, not doing anything to increase your testosterone levels, or at least get rid of all the stresses that decreases your testosterone levels, is gonna make you weak, feminize you in your physical traits, and most likely it's gonna render you infertile. In fact, it is this massive decrease in testosterone that has given rise to the beta male, right? The description of the overly feminized weak man that has a low sex drive, doubts his sexuality, and most likely nowadays also doubts his gender, right? It is a true tragedy what happens both physiologically and psychologically when it is that we have low testosterone as men, right? Hormonally, mentally, emotionally, we become more feminized when we don't produce enough testosterone. Of course, it's not that femininity is bad, but being a man that is not in touch with his masculinity, that feels overly feminized and weak in his body, now that gives rise to a lot of physiological issues, right? Erectile dysfunction, for example, but also just, getting damaged all the time because your bone density and your muscle recovery is so bad. And of course, psychologically, with just being disturbed of not feeling in your masculine essence. Alright, but you are here because you want to defy that statistic and get on a regimen that can help your body increase its production of testosterone, right? So let's get into that. Let's get into how you can naturally increase your testosterone. You see, this will help not just you, but it will also help your woman, right? She will have a man that is confident and actually can impregnate her if that's what she wishes, which is what most women actually want. And secondly, of course, you will give rise to strong and healthy babies. Alright, so I could go into all the ways that you can increase your testosterone with doing a little exercise, with getting enough carbs, getting good food. But you know what I will actually do, which is gonna do you a much bigger service, is I'm gonna point out to you what it is that lies behind decreasing our testosterone, what it is that destroys the body's ability to produce the testosterone that it needs, right? It's not that you need to fix your body, it's that you need to get rid of all the modern stressors that are destroying your body's natural ability to produce testosterone, right? We need to do that as a baseline, and then we can add all of the other things on top of that. But really, all of the other stuff gives itself, right? It's about having a healthy diet and a healthy lifestyle. So let's dive into what the 3 things you need to avoid to help your body increase its natural production and levels of testosterone. First, we have xenoestrogens, right? This is estrogen mimicking compounds found in every single thing from plastic, painting, furniture, clothes, bed linens. Really, it hides even in the food that we eat, right? What these estrogen mimicking compounds do is that they attach to your cell membranes, leaving less room for your testosterone to do its important functions. Next, we must avoid EMFs as much as possible. EMF means electromagnetic fields, and really everything alive has an EMF. Now the problem is when we are exposed to an EMF that is incompatible with the frequencies of our living organism. You see, even the earth has a measurable electromagnetic field. It lays around 8 Hertz, and it has shown to have a tranquilizing and antioxidant, that means a healing effect on the human organism. But you see, EMFs from electronic devices like tablets, smartphones, Wi-Fi routers, computers, etc. These have a distorting effect on human health, and yes, they work to lower your testosterone. Now take for example all those 5G towers that have been put up all over the globe. This 5G tower emits 60 gigahertz, right? Compared to the natural organism's frequency of about 8 Hertz. 1 gigahertz equal 1 billion hertz. So that's about a 7 billion times distortion in the electromagnetic field of the body. Now your whole body is about 60 to 70% water, which by molecular count actually is 99.9%, right? So that means that 99.9% of your molecules are what we call water molecules. And you know how incredibly sensitive water is to electricity. Actually, it's the best carrier of electricity that we know of. Can actually even change its structure depending on the electric charge. This was shown in the famous experiments by Emoto, right, where he shows how the structure of water depends on the sound waves blasted at it, right? So a beautiful harmonious sound will create a beautiful water crystal, whereas all distorted, like heavy metal sound that is very chopped up, creates a very distorted structure in the water. Okay, so your body's natural frequency lies at somewhere around 8 Hertz. Now what do you think happens to it when it's blasted with a frequency that is 7 billion times higher than the natural frequency? Well, from the research done, we can understand that it disrupts cell function, right? And especially in the very sensitive organs to this kind of exposure, which is of course the gonads and the testes, right? Your brain too, but that's less important, talking about testosterone. Now, testosterone is mainly produced in the testes and in the gonads, so you don't want to blast them with EMF, because this is completely gonna disrupt your ability to produce testosterone. Lastly, you must avoid seed oils, right? Seed oils works directly to deteriorate your health in terms of your immune function and your energy production. You see, if the body's immune system constantly is being compromised, and on top of that you have a lowered energy production, you put your body in a tremendous amount of stress, and that means that a lot of energy goes away from the sex hormones as the first thing, because sex is not as important as keeping yourself alive, and all that energy is going to be attracted towards getting your immune system up and running and increasing your energy production to run all of the very important physiological functions, such as regenerating tissue and getting rid of cancerous cells, right? So that of course means that your sex hormones are gonna decrease, and of course your testosterone with it. Okay, so how do we avoid these 3 aspects and help the body produce the natural amount of testosterone that we need to have thriving health? Alright, so first, to get rid of xenoestrogens, the end goal really is to get rid of all chemicals in your life, right? I know that that's a long shot for a lot of you, so the most important chemicals to get rid of are the ones starting with phen or bens. Now, all plastic products will contain the phen molecule, so if you can get rid of all plastics in your life, that's a long way. And remember that plastics are lipophile. That means that they love lipids. So having plastic on your skin or putting fat in plastic containers or anything that has fat being in contact with plastic is gonna soak up all those phen chemicals, and you basically are left with an estrogen-laden fat. And the same goes for if you have plastic on your skin, right? Your skin is just soaking up all those estrogen mimicking compounds. So get rid of plastics. Search your house, especially your bathroom. Go through all of your skincare products. Look, do they have thin or bends on them, then throw them down the drain. Or not the drain, right? Don't destroy the water, but just throw them out. Now with avoiding EMFs, what you want to do is always turn off your devices when you don't use them. When you don't use your computer, just turn it off. When you don't use your Wi-Fi router, then turn it off. When you don't use your phone, then turn off the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi, and the 5G, right? And the next thing is that you always want to hold your devices at least 30 centimeters away from you, right? So stay at a distance of 30 centimeters away from your electronics. In that way, you hugely minimize the EMF exposure that you are exposed to. And of course, try to not use Bluetooth devices, right? Bluetooth is just like those Bluetooth headphones that you have, they are just EMF buzzes right into your brain. It's really disturbing when you look at the science being done on this. A book that I can really recommend you reading is The Non-Tinfoil Guide to EMFs by Nicolas Pinot. He has in there all the data that you need to know on the subject and how you best protect yourself, your kids, and your home from these disturbing fields. And lastly, with the seed oils, just stop consuming them. We haven't consumed this crap before they suddenly got introduced into our food chain some 100 years ago. You don't need them. They don't taste good. They are destroying your health. I really don't understand that people eat these oils. I understand that they are being promoted as heart healthy and heat stable and all of this crap that they are really the diametrically opposite of. If you follow any of my content, you know why. Just stay to saturated fat, monounsaturated fats. Those are the good fats. Stick to that. Drop the seed oils. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't understand that we can't just that people have such a hard time just cutting out those seed oils. It's the biggest scam being played on our health, and they are really just so destructive to your overall health, your energy metabolism, your immune function, and of course your testosterone production. So just leave it out of your diet. So there you have it. Avoid these 3 things and you will see your body naturally produce the testosterone that you need. Remember, your body knows how to produce the testosterone, and it knows better than you know how much you actually need. It's not about doing a lot of exercise and all these other things that people tell you to improve your testosterone production. What you need to take care of is avoiding all the things that are suppressing your body from producing the testosterone that it needs. Do that and you will see your testosterone levels rise to normal. Then you can add, dietary regimens, exercise regimens, supplemental regimens on top of that if you want to spend the money on it. But just do the basics first. Give your body what it needs, and then you can always build on top of that. Alright, with that being said, let me know what you think in the comments, and until next time, love and chi.